my name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a workout program made for anybody who's at a beginner level of fitness. So let's get to it. You're going to assume a half kneeling position and attach a handle to a cable stack at chest height. Hold the handle to your chest and assume a hip width stance with one hip in flexion and the other in extension. Press the handle horizontally to extension as you exhale. Return to starting position and repeat for the desired number of repetitions on both sides. This exercise targets the obliques, the transverse abdominals, and rectus abdominis. A regression for this exercise is to lie down. Lying down makes it easier for you to engage your core and also allows you to have a little more stability. A progression for this exercise will be standing. This is a little more challenging because you have to keep more stability by engaging your core more. The first core exercise is the bird dog. You're going to kneel with knees hip width apart and your hands firmly placed on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Make sure to engage your core. Then you're going to point the arm out straight in front and extend the opposite leg behind you. You should form one straight line from your hand to your foot and your hips are squared to the ground. Hold for a few seconds and then return your hands and knees to starting position. Make sure to engage your core throughout the whole entire exercise. A regression for this exercise would be to lift one arm or one leg at a time. Doing this exercise will make it a little bit easier for you to engage your core and practice stability and having balance for when you can eventually lift both arms and legs at the same time. A progression for this exercise will be the standing bird dog. This is a little more challenging because it requires more balance and more stability from the core. Starting in a prone position, position your hands shoulder width apart with your fingers facing forward. Slowly lower your body towards the floor while maintaining a rigid torso and head aligned with your spine. Press upwards through your arms while maintaining a rigid torso. Then return back to starting position. This exercise targets the pectorals, deltoids, triceps, abdominal muscles, and serratus anterior. A regression for this exercise would be kneeling push-ups. This is a little bit easier because you are able to engage your core to keep a straight back and also takes the pressure off the shoulders. A progression for this exercise will be decline push-ups. This exercise is a little more challenging because it requires you to use more upper body strength and also puts a strain on the shoulders. You're going to stand upright and keep the back straight. Hold a dumbbell in each hand at the shoulder with an overhand grip. Raise the weights above the head in a controlled motion, and then pause at the top of the motion. Then you're going to return the dumbbells to the shoulders. This exercise targets the anterior deltoids. A progression for this exercise will be the alternating overhead press-ups. This can be challenging because you want to keep your body in the center and resist from having your body lean from side to side, compensating for the weight. This will require a little more core strength. A regression for this exercise will be the seated overhead press. This will be easier because you're able to engage your core more and also focus more on the shoulders. You're going to start off by standing tall, keeping your back flat and core braced. Push your hips back, bend your knees, and lower your body until your thighs are parallel to the floor. You want to sit into the exercise by pushing your glutes back like you're lowering yourself into a chair. Then you're going to pause and then slowly push yourself back upwards to starting position. This exercise targets the glutes, the hamstrings, and the quads. A regression for this exercise is sit to stand squats. This exercise is really good for beginners who are learning how to squat because it allows them to practice flexion at the hip. A progression to this exercise would be to add weight. Adding weight will make this exercise a little more challenging. Sitting on the floor with your knees bent, rest your back against a stable bench. Brace your core as you drive your heels into the ground and squeeze your glutes, lifting your hips up to full extension, meaning your hips are even with your knees. With control, lower your back down to the ground. This exercise will target the glutes, hamstrings, and quads. A regression of this exercise would be the floor hip thrust. This is a little bit easier because you're able to engage your core more and also focus more on the glutes. A progression to this exercise would be to adding weight. Adding weight will cause more resistance, making this exercise a bit tougher.